always a lovely time to be with you on this set, on this platform, Conversations on NTA. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm always delighted to be on this particular platform to speak to a lot of issues and also learn as we go by. Today is another day for me to learn and learn and learn. Yes, why do I say so? Because all of us need money, and we're going to be rocking and shaking the tables of all of those who are like me who need money. Starting business. It's one thing that if you ask everybody, they will tell you it is a Herculean task and very difficult to achieve. But at the end of the day, we all need to start somewhere. A lot of times we need to borrow. A lot of times we need loan. A lot of times we need to take even grants. But who is qualified to do that? How do we know how much loan we need? And how do we go about repairing it? That is very important because if you keep taking, you will never be able to return. And I have an array of personalities seated here with me. Like you can see, a whole lot of them are into business, one form or the other. We even have investment banker who is here too. I don't know. Everybody will get to introduce themselves as time goes on. But let's start with the ladies. Sorry, gentlemen, I always have a way of going for the ladies first. Hi.
Good morning. My name is Joy Opanachi. It's good to be here. And I want to talk about
Money.
money. I want to talk about money.
Good morning. My name is Maimuna Umi Abdullah, aka Coach Didi, and it's always an honor to be here.
And
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Henry Emeka Inebu. I work with NISA MFB as head of credit too. I'm excited to be here again.
very excited because there's something that actually is reserved for you. You're going to be
Excellent.
talking about it. You may not know it, but I'll tell you when the time
All right,
comes.
I'm here.
And this is my business. Oh, sorry. Well, name, sorry.
Finish it.
No, I cannot.
All right. My name is Chukwuma Ohaka. I'm a businessman and business coach. I call it entrepreneurship. I'm into entrepreneurship, and I'm an entrepreneur. I do business and I borrow money and I repay.
Are you sure you
I like
repay?
that. I like that.
The only thing I know that Chukuma does not sell is human parts.
Okay.
But everything business, he's into it. I'll get to explain it as time goes on. But do you know that what he said is very important? Is very, very important. Taking and taking and taking without repair. It's happening around town at the moment, and some people are having their seats very uncomfortable, sitting on a real hot seat without fire because of lack of paying back that which you took. Let's see this little play. Let's organize and shot and produce by my winning team. Are you ready? We are ready for you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I wanted to start with differentiating different things, but then let me pick up from where they started. That free money thing, it's important. You know, is there any loan one can get? Let me start with you. Is there any loan one can get? At the points, I begin to see it as free money, or even the grants, is it free money? Which money is described as free money?
Okay, thank you for that question. But let's get this clear from the word go. In all ramifications, there's nothing like free money. Even
Free
the money you get from parents, from family, from social groups.
So the one my husband gives me is not free money.
There's a responsibility that goes with that money.
Hey.
So if your parents give you money, what's the responsibility there?
Well, if they are paying for your fees, you're feeding you, there's a give back, which is being a responsible child.
Okay.
Doing certain things you're supposed to do at the times you're supposed to do them, including doing chores, including being a child and being. So, but let's go to finance. Truly, there's truly nothing like free money, and like you said, free loan. The word loan itself expects that there is a give back, and actually that's what we do at NISA Microfinance Bank. You know, we're actually set up to do things like this, and all our monies are loans.
NISA
Microfinance Bank.
Okay.
I'm sure you want me to clarify between NISA PLC.
Which one is PLC?
And NISA. Now that's a very interesting thing, and I like this opportunity to do this. Truly, the NISA PLC is an initiative of government. It's a non-bank institution that helps to de-risk agricultural risk, to just help commercial agricultural lending. You know, but for us at NISA Microfinance Bank, we're a fully licensed microfinance bank by the Central Bank of Nigeria to do banking business, which includes taking deposits and also creating facilities, giving loans to people. Now, we had the privilege of being the vehicle used by the federal government through the CBN to disburse the targeted credit facility, what we call the COVID loan. And we did that in 2020. Everybody understands what happened during the COVID time.
Was it COVID loan or COVID palliative or COVID free money? Okay, you said there's no free money. Or COVID grants.
You know that word palliative is a softener, you know, to make things easier for people. And there's an expectation for it to be paid back. The terms were so comfortable that there was an expectation. In fact, there's something we call the moratorium, which was given to every beneficiary.
I think that's what confused people. A lot of us thought the moratorium
because the moratorium was for 1 year to enable people come out of the pandemic, to allow people to grow their businesses, you know, take care of their homes and start again. And that room was to enable people stabilize and begin to repay. Unfortunately, there are some people who are misunderstanding that as a giveaway. It's not a giveaway. And you know the beautiful thing about our loans? Every beneficiary signed an offer letter. Everyone signed an offer letter.
That we did not read well.
Well, unfortunately, it is looking like that, but then it's a loan. And you know, at every opportunity, including my managing director, and every time we have had the opportunity, we've gone to the press, we've gone to the chiefs, we've gone to the villages, we've gone to the social media. It's there, it's out there. At every opportunity, we have gone out to say to people that this monies were loans. And we want to use this opportunity to appeal to Nigerians to please pay back. You know the beautiful thing about what we're doing is the more people will have paid back, the greater the chances and opportunities for other people to benefit. Families, friends,
what criteria did you use to give the loan?
You were saying that you never saw it.
I never did. And I'm always on the news.
It's out there. It's out there. We've gone to the 3 local languages, the key languages. We've used that. We've gone to the communities. We've gone to the villages. And by the way, we have 115 branches across the nation. Wow. And we have used those vehicles, those openings to reach to the people.
She is always on the news and even social media. It simply means that you perhaps need to do more.
There's always room for improvement, but then it is something where there's a recent video clip done by my managing director that's gone viral, and he has taken time to explain to people that these are the benefits of what we did, and there is need for people to pay back. And a lot of people are actually paying back. So we want to encourage more people to continue to pay back.
Okay.
So what will happen to those who don't pay back?
Now, there's a beauty called the GSI. I'm sure that's what some of the clip will watch. There's something called the global standing instruction. But before I get to that, if you don't pay back, now you get what we call the back credit. Your record, your name will enter the record that says this person is like my brother shared when he started. He said he borrows and he pays back. You are blacklisted as someone who takes monies and doesn't pay back. That's something that is a credibility problem. So your record enters the CBN's credit records, and then there are other licensed credit bureaus that will record your name as someone who has taken monies, and it will prevent you from borrowing from another place.
But they change their names.
Well, you can't change your BVN.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another
You can't change your
thing.
BVN.
I hope we won't get to the point where you'll be calling people to say
in the
you
days to
this
come,
person is a thief.
so it's also important that I say this in the days to come, we of course will continue to appeal and go to the press to appeal to people to pay, but people may just get blacklisted, and then it's published in the national dailies.
You know what I said?
I don't think people care.
Yeah, being blacklisted
Because
doesn't
I
mean
realize that the very rich ones are always, their names are always there.
Yeah, and nothing
and they
happens
really
to them.
don't care.
Okay. People care.
Oh yes.
You know, the truth is, I don't usually believe what people put out, because there is what people put out and there's what they really feel inside. A lot of people create a facade that make everybody think I don't care. Deep down in their hearts, they care.
Okay.
And the fact is this, that what he has said is very key. Nigerians complain government does not support this, government does not support that, which when you see me speak, you think I'm one of the members of the government people. But there are a lot of facilities that have been put on ground that people are not enjoying. People are not willing to follow the process.
Yes.
This quick win thing in Nigeria, trying to get
Sharp,
grabbing
fast.
everything, thinking it's their national cake, is the reason you see a lot of people do what they do. It is
Cutting
not a national
corners.
cake.
It's not even cutting corners,
it is
all those,
it is
what do
not
you
a
call
national
those money
cake.
things?
Ponzi scheme.
No.
But all those pawn schemes.
No, it's not about that. It's about people being quick to make money.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, I have interacted with a couple of people that I know that borrowed money and were not able to pay. I've benefited from Bank of Industry so much that I can speak about. Yes, definitely. And Bank of Industry is the easiest place to go to.
Agree. But you must know somebody most
You
of the time.
you don't need to know anybody. That is the mindset we
Following
have.
the process.
Sorry,
No.
we're here to educate people, and I always
No,
love
I
to
agree.
speak from the point of knowledge. There is nobody I knew in Bank of Industry when I applied with Bank of Industry. The truth is that we are not willing to follow the process. We're not patient. Every Nigerian wants to cut corners.
Not every
If you-
Nigerian.
Okay,
not
okay.
every Nigerian.
I agree with you. Sorry,
What of the
apologies. I
loans in
withdraw it.
CBN?
I withdraw it. But certain people want to cut corners, and because of their ability not to be patient to follow the process, they will tell you it's difficult. You must bring all the documentation. Nobody will come and give you money when you've not fulfilled all the requirements. It is not possible. When you fulfill the requirements, Bank of Industry are looking for people to give money. If you have the right idea, I speak with them. And one of those times I've told them, okay, fine, since some of your borrowers, lenders which is the correct one, that have not been paying, I can talk to them and teach them on the process of paying back. People borrow money for the wrong reasons.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's just
Can I just take it from there? You know, when you started, you mentioned the fact that people need money. The truth is that the biggest check for money giving or money taking is credibility. Build credibility from small.
True.
Take from your family, or take from friends, take from social group, or take from your husband. Pay back. Do what you say you would do. The person will have the confidence to give you another time.
Sure.
Go to the next level. Go to an association. Take from the association. Be able to. You're building what we call credibility. Go to the bank. Take a little. Grow much. Take another one. Go to the bank. Begin to grow. And that's what we expected people to do. And we still expect people to do that. We give out loans to people for the palliative loans, the targeted credit facility, or for the AXMIS loan. We give to people who have said, come back. Show us that you're paying. And who knows, we also have other facilities as a bank that are not intervention products we can give to you as a result of you having been able to pay the 500,000 we give you. Now you have successfully paid the 500,000. Come back, let's have a conversation. We can give you 1 million naira. Do well with that. Then you grow to a 5 million naira. Do well with that. Maybe you can, next time you want to go to the Bank of Industry and take a 50 billion naira. You have built what we call credibility. But if you fail to pay the 500,000 naira, your name enters the bad credit record, the credit bureau record. The next time you go to borrow, you're going to hear nobody's going to give you money. And I understand some institutions are right now checking credit bureau records before they confirm people's employment. So people who get employed, institutions are now checking, because if you owe money you don't pay, then you're likely going to steal from the organization where you work. So institutions and companies now go to credit records to check, okay, is this guy owing someone? Is there an exposure somewhere that he has not been able to clean up? So it's important people pay
It's
loans.
important, because I want to pick up from where you said people should learn to be credible, to be accountable. Even within the family setting, some people borrow money from their husbands and they take it for granted. It's my husband's money. It's not like that. If
Even
you
the
don't-
other way around.
Or the husband
Even the
borrows
other
from
way
the
around.
husband. You say take it. They give her money. No.
It's our money.
It's our money. It doesn't
Our
follow.
money.
You borrow money from your parents with the reason, perhaps you have a pocket money, and you borrow from your mom and say, when I get my pocket money at
I'll
the end
give
of
you
the
back.
week, I'll give you back. Even if somebody like me, I will ask you for that money.
Great.
I don't joke. I'll ask my children, give me my money back. Or if I'm the one disbursing the pocket money for that weekend, I am going to take away my own share first and give you
yes.
back your own.
Just
You're
like
teaching
what-
them something.
Just like what we
That's
watched.
what I will do now.
Just like what
I'll
we
tell
watched.
you that I've taken my own. This one is your own. Remember, you were owing me on Monday.
Yeah.
I am not doing it to punish my kids. I'm doing it to make sure
Those
they
are values.
understand.
Yes.
Even within work environments, colleagues will borrow money from you and
And they
believe
stop
that,
talking to you.
okay, you don't need it. Even if it's 1,000 naira, you say, give me for transport. Return it.
Return it.
You
So
know,
that if
you
you come
build-
again another day and say, give me
yes.
5,000 naira,
I can give you.
give you.
At least there's a principle people don't understand. Whenever you say, give me, I will give
You
back.
crack.
It's your word. It's a bond.
It's a bond. You need to
And
fulfill that
even in the
obligation.
Bible, it's against, you don't owe.
Yes.
You have to fulfill
You
that
cannot make
obligation.
heaven.
When you say, give me and I will give you back, it is an obligation.
It's a commitment.
Don't look at the person you are collecting
You have
from.
much.
Don't think that the person is a big person. You are meant to forget it.
Yeah.
After all, we are friends. When I tell you, give me, I will give you back. Even if it is 15 naira,
Give me back.
it's a bond that I must
It's
fulfill.
left to me to now say,
Okay,
keep
let
it.
me
Yeah.
let me just use like a everyday life stuff. It's not like, this is not like borrowing. Okay, you have a friend, you traveled, and the friend says, please help me get this stuff. When you get back, I will pay you. This is not like money. This is not like a bank you're going to lend money. And your friend now says, and you tell your friend that, exchange rate. So this is the exchange rate, you know it. And you do that. The person comes, picks up the stuff, sees the stuff. After 2-3 days, the person is not saying anything, but the person is chatting with you. And the next thing you now say, these are
Can I
my
have the
account.
money?
No, not have the
Okay.
money. This is my account details.
Expecting
so
that the
that
person
if
should
you
remember.
forget, and the person tells you, "Oh, that was not what I wanted."
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say,
Yuck.
I was taken aback. I was taken aback because I specifically told the person, this money, say if you spend money, when you come back, you need money. You understand? And I'm still in shock.
It's about integrity. Sorry.
Exactly.
It's integrity.
Yeah, it's integrity.
No,
There won't be a
no,
next time.
I
There won't
don't
be a
know.
next time,
No,
I guess.
There
but
can
you see,
never be a next
I
time.
agree
Exactly.
with you. But you see, the sad part is that,
You're now stuck with the item.
and it's not my size.
Ah.
So which makes it very sad. But you see,
Ah.
what hurts me is if the person didn't have the money, it's a different.
I could ask in two ways. This. Did the person actually take that?
Excuse
But what
me.
she's saying
the
that
person
Person
came.
took it and a few days
Even
after.
when I gave, the person saw it. So you already have this thing for 2-3 days.
No, you didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything, and we were chatting. So it was when the account details was sent, that was when it was realized that it wasn't the thing they ordered for. Guess what? I could have let it go. But I just sat down, I said, But that's not nice. And guess what? This is everyday living.
So let's bring it down to credit and borrowing. This person does not have credibility. In the word go. Now, this is why people would bring back the item and say, pay me before I give it to you.
True.
So if you had held on to it and had said, I have bought the item you
I
wanted,
have to pay
please,
for
can
it,
I
sir."
get my money? Now, chances are your friend would pay, but she'll say, this is my friend is
She's mean.
But the next time she wants a serious person to buy something for her, she'll come back to
No,
you.
but guess what? I made a mistake.
Oh, yes.
I should have
the
said,
point.
send the money.
Exactly. That's the point. So this is your friend.
Yeah.
When next this person comes to you, you're not
There
most
will never
likely
be
not
a
good.
next
So
time.
that's the thing.
Anyway, now I want to still bring you back to
Borrowing
the
and-
loan business, but I want to also move up to the grant aspects and other aspects of getting money for business. But before I move there, since we're talking about the COVID loan,
Yes.
the iPads, I'm getting a lot of messages, but I want to
Interesting.
summarize it into one. A lot of people are asking that the method of payment, it's a little bit hard for them. They agree that it was there at the beginning, but somehow that is there nothing that your bank can do given the situation on ground to see if they can review the payment method. I don't know what I'm.
Okay,
Payment plan.
that's an interesting question again. But then people need to understand
What
that.
is even the payment method
Okay,
now?
so now the beauty of what we did was the for the COVID loan, it was for 3 years,
Okay.
starting from 2020 when at the peak of when the COVID and when we started the loans, over to 2020 early 2022 when the disbursement ended. Now, meaning that the person who got the money in 2020 was expected to start paying in 2021, 1 year after. That's way down the road. So the payment was to be for 2 years, spread over 2 years. At instrumental payments over the 24 months, that's the two years.
How much a
monthly?
month?
Monthly.
If I took 500, how much?
Depending. It's about 13,000 naira per
Oh,
month.
wow.
Depending on how much. There are some people that got 300, some got 475, some got 1 point something million, just like that, spread over, because we had for the household and then we had for SMEs. Now, the expectation, and which still exists, is that people are paying. Now, the point where people are now asking, can we renegotiate or restructure? Now, this was an on-lending project. We got the funds, the government used us as a vehicle to pay this. Now, that would require our going back to those who gave us the funds to say, is there a possibility of doing it? It's not a decision that National
You can take
Microfinance
on
Bank
your
can
own,
take on its
okay.
own. The funds were not ours. It was a disbursement as directed through the Central Bank of Nigeria.
So
by the
are we
federal
looking
government.
forward to having you go back to government? I mean, a lot of people are asking that question.
There's a conversation ongoing. So
okay.
it was in the National Assembly discussed it yesterday. A lot of bodies are talking about it, but we are still saying, please pay back. Those who can begin to pay back, please continue to pay back. As long as you have funds in your account, you should be able to pay back. Just continue to pay back. And even if it's a 10,000 naira that you can bring in, if it's a 15,000 naira, you don't have to. If you don't have the entire sum to bring, show commitment
Yeah,
and
and
begin
do
to pay
something
back.
else.
All right, so a whole lot of people who are also writing here, I don't know, you know yourselves. There's a total, there's a this thing. Okay, good morning. Is the COVID loan still out? And how do I get it? I need loan for it.
They want you to be paid.
Leave it. I
You don't want
want
to
to
create
talk
another
about. I want to talk about this.
Yeah, please, do you still have COVID?
There's
That's
still COVID.
Sorry, I need to talk about this quick thing people always do, that they need money for business, loan for business. I've always told people that
Start with your money.
you don't have to use loan to start
Yes.
business.
That was actually
And
what
whenever
I was going
whenever
to.
I say it and everybody keeps looking at me, how do you mean? You cannot run a business you do not understand on another person's money. You have to first of all
Have not
take the
tested the
risk.
water.
You have to take the risk and know the essence of the risk you can carry and what adjustments you can learn in the process of the business. People think that because loan is available, they can go and pick loan and run business. It is wrong.
I agree.
And most times when you take people's money to do business, you see yourself messing up and a lot of pressure comes to
And
you.
you can't
And because
pay
of that,
back.
people die as a result of
Yeah.
blood pressure, shame for those who have integrity and others running around and doing everything. First and foremost, there are levels of monies you can get, but first it has to be, you have to build a character. I have told people that there are loans you get that you don't pay back, that you don't pay interest on. And those loans come, apart from grants, those loans come with integrity. if I'm going to be selling, let's say, a particular set of item, and I have had good character and people have trusted me, know my worth, I could go to Emeka and say, Doctor, please, I have someone I have discussed to do business with. You know me very well. Kindly come and stand as a guarantor to this man who will give me this product on credit. When I sell, I'll pay.
Yes.
The character is more important than that money you want to run.
The strength of his character.
When we started business, this is not rocket science. I'm sure the person that stood for me as a guarantor can also bear witness to this. When we started business back in those days, there was no money. And it was when I brought up a business idea that a friend of mine said, how much do we need? And I told him, as at then, 5 million naira. No, my cousin took me to...
When was then?
This was 2009. Wow. 2009. He took me to an importer who imports a lot, and the importer said, for me to do business with him, he was going to, if I bring 5 million, then we can start. Then I got back and shared the business ideas I had, and that was when the banks were relieving people and paying. One of my friends was relieved from Oceanic Bank, and he was paid 4 million, and he didn't want to do business with it. He was afraid. He told me, can I loan you this money and you'll be paying me interest?
Wow.
I told him, fine, it was good. And someone stood for us as a guarantor. Yeah. He gave me that 4 million naira. I didn't sign any document. And I went to the importer and told him I couldn't raise 5 million. But I came with 4 million. He said, okay, you've shown good faith. And he asked my cousin to stand as a guarantor also on his part. I gave him the 4 million, he gave me goods worth 16 million. So I didn't start business with 4 million. I started business with 16 million.
In addition to your character, because that's what you added to that to start your business.
And that 16 million you had, you were going to double the money.
Listen, it wasn't that when the man saw that we were paying back. He was.
You opened the warehouse.
No, one day he asked my brother to ask me. He said, ask me if you can sell rice. We were living in Owerri then. I said, yes, I can sell rice. The guy told me the guy has excellent rice. And I was afraid because I told him,
because you didn't know the business.
I didn't want
to take too much.
Yes. He told me, okay, that should start with a container. Wow. He gave us a container load of rice, and I brought it in Owerri. In 2 days, it finished.
So I told him. You took baby steps.
Yes, I told him.
You went to jogging, and then you started running.
I told him. The guy said, okay. Before you know, he was sending me container. There was a time the warehouse was bigger than this place. From this place to that extreme, it was filled with goods, and whenever you come, you think I had the whole money. It was on someone's strength.
But can we relate that to the story you shared?
Yeah. Okay.
Now imagine you brought the item and your friend paid, and then she comes to us and says, "Can I get more?" You say, "Okay, I'm traveling again next week," and then you go again next week. You bring double of whatever items you gave her before, and then she buys it, and then she takes and she pays, and then she says, "Can you order for a luggage of these things to come?" That's how businesses grow.
That's how it starts.
That's how it grows.
On the strength of what you all said, I would like to know, how do I know that I actually need a loan to start a business?
First of all, you have to start trying the business.
Yes.
Run the business and have a record. Most people that come to you that they want to do business,
they have nothing
tell them to give you a business plan. Tell them to show you what they have done in the past. Yes. Before we graduated to this, we had done something. You have to show.
You sold bread with your car.
I don't want to go there.
He sold bread on the street.
He has stories to tell.
You have to first of all show people what you had done.
Yes.
You don't just jump into business and say you want to take money. And that is why people are in debt today.
There's something called in local balance called paying school fees. He has paid school fees.
Yes, there are 3 categories of learning business. Either you go and do apprenticeship, which is the cheapest,
or you learn on the job.
Yes.
Or you learn with your own money. When you are making mistakes, you're spending, and that's one is more expensive.
Yes.
People are not willing to do apprenticeship. They look down on apprenticeship.
They're not willing to wait.
See, if you run, I keep telling people, there is no, I'm sorry to say this, apologies to our viewers, there is no lack of job in Nigeria. We have lack of integrity. You don't have
to be apologetic.
No, you don't have to. You know,
there are jobs
you
everywhere.
This thing you said. You don't. When Nigerians go to the other side,
they do the job.
They do the job.
Lack of, we don't have people with integrity. You bring someone to run your business, he runs it down the next minute. He begins to
you won't even get to work on time.
It begins to bring attitude that are not, before you know it, the business you're expecting the person to run is grounded and you're losing money. And before you know it, they go to a place and begin to blackmail you.
No, but you see, this thing comes two ways. Nigeria is a country, again, you work. And your employers don't want to pay you. No. Forgetting that the people that work know the money that is coming in.
Sorry, no right employer. I am an employer. No right employer wants to lose a good staff.
Okay.
No right employer.
Except an employer that does not have integrity.
Yes, no right employer wants to lose a good staff.
All right.
Okay, so on that strength, a whole lot of messages are coming in, but just before we begin to read them, we will take a breather. Director, can you just play us one or two promos before we get back to the messages?
Although social media as a channel of communication is inherently harmless, it becomes harmful and damaging when used without discretion and thoughtfulness. Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, reflect, and verify information before sharing it. Be a good social media user. Stop the spread of fake news. Verify the authenticity of your source and use social media responsibly for a better Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency. Nigeria is a country of young entrepreneurs and great talent with the potential of making global impact. From the north to the south, there are high-skilled talents who have created businesses that are making waves globally.
Electric vehicles are not just the future, they are the now, and they are the now for Nigeria too.
Jelani Aliu, presently driving the innovation of the electric cars in the country. Victor Osimhen is a foremost Nigerian footballer and a striker with the Napoli Football Club of Italy. He is currently among the top 3 world-rated strikers in the European League.
And Osimhen sweeps it home.
Toby Amusha is a Nigerian sprinter.
The African champion, the Commonwealth champion, became the world champion, but the world record holder as well. 12.40 in the semis.
Nigeria is a country full of potential, and its young people are the driving force behind its growth and development. Believe in yourself and believe in Nigeria.
Nigeria, better together.
All right, so you can hear we're actually having more conversations because a lot of people are writing in here, and Coach Didi has been trying to explain some things to me. You'll get to do that on camera. But let's quickly look at this. This person said, I applied, but you didn't write your name. Can you write us your name and where you're writing from? It will help us. I applied for the loan, but they never gave me. After some time, I applied again and was told that I already collected the loan, whereas I was not given any money after the first application. I think I want to pass it to the banker here with us.
Okay, I can tell you for sure that nobody got paid except if the money went to his commercial bank account. So that this person should go back to his bank and check. Now, there's a case that I handled yesterday. Someone who actually got paid. She spent the money. Didn't know it was a loan because she had some money in her account. So money entered her commercial bank account. So she continued to use
and she
her
didn't
funds.
see the
People spend money without necessarily looking at narration. People
See
look
all
at
these
balances.
They don't look at narration.
money.
Well, the small monies, I can tell you. Now, people look at balances and not necessarily narration. So she continued to spend money, not knowing that it was the payment. Another thing is that because people applied to NISA Microfinance Bank, they expected that the funds will be released to them in their NISA Microfinance Bank account. Okay. So they will be waiting to see a credit in a NISA Microfinance Bank account. But the directive was to reach to the millions of people who had applied. So we used their commercial bank's account and credited the account. This beneficiary, this person should go back to their dedicated commercial bank account and check. Chances are
I need to ask a question. This is a loan.
Yes.
There was an offer.
Yes.
So I think it's way beyond just crediting the bank.
Okay, so
there should have been a letter,
let me give
email.
you the process. Everything was automated. Okay. Now the thing is that people got notifications on their phone saying your COVID loan your targeted credit facility has been approved. Click on this link to accept your loan. Now most people will click on that portal, go down, see the terms. Hardly would they read. They'll go to the bottom, check the box, and click submit. And the portal will take you to the next page when it says insert your account number. They will insert their account number and do all the necessary information and click submit. Now, a lot of people still, that is part of the information that has gone out there, educating people. There is something called e-signature. You have signed, you have accepted this loan, you have submitted your details to the bank. It's upon acceptance of the loan that we will get your account number. And it is that bank account number that you inserted there, which must match with your name and BVN. Because that BVN is your unique identifier. No two persons in Nigeria have the same BVN. So that payment went to that your account. Now, we're also aware that there are people who, on their own, illegally, went and canvassed around, speaking to their neighborhood, their families and friends, encouraging them to go and apply for these loans. Chances are that these same persons may have, in connivance with these people, because I can't accept for you if I don't have your bank verification number, and accepted on behalf of the person. So it is possible because it's electronic, but you must have given out your details for somebody to accept for you.
Maybe
Because
that's what happened.
If I don't have your bank verification number,
let me just play advocate for him. If he's confused as to what to do, because I see confusion in the write-up.
like I said,
can he come to your office?
Yes, he can. Please,
Okay.
he should please come. We'll also help him check through our records to confirm where did your payment go to.
Okay.
And
I can assure you it went to a commercial bank account.
And I also appeal to him that he should get back to you when the matter has been resolved. If he got
to please come back and say yes,
come back.
yes.
This is how it is resolved, because sometimes they come to you,
They won't.
and the whole thing is unraveled, and you see
they
them
keep quiet.
run away.
Just to add to that, sorry. People talk when things go bad.
Yes, when
But
there's
fortunately for us, over 40 awards from the 6 geopolitical zones came from various places for NISA Microfinance Bank. People congratulating us and celebrating what we did. We helped households. We helped to improve the economy. We help businesses to get revived.
You're running your promo on my show. You're going to pay me for this advert. Okay, so let me run my own thing. Good morning, please. Can I ask a question? Oh, please do. And he says, yes. What does it mean for one to be credit worthy? I think that's straightforward.
I thought you have said it.
Okay, I think we've actually taken that credit worthy. Yes. Good morning to the house and some of my friends collected money, and the bank agent told them it is free and collected 100,000 from the money. What can we do now that it is repaying back time? Okay, so
please, can I chip into that?
Please answer the person.
Yes, I'm going to answer the person, because sorry that I have to say this, is CBN. I'm going to say it on air. Bank of Industry, yes, they're credible, but CBN, you go for grants, you go for loans. Before you are giving those loans, you have to pay a percentage to somebody in CBN. So most of the people that collect loans from CBN, most of the time they never want to pay back. Why don't they want to pay back? Because they feel somebody in that organization has already collected money and they will just let it slide.
Okay, can
That's
I
not
comment?
correct.
Can I comment?
No, it does happen.
No.
It happens.
Can I respond?
Yes.
I'm not CBN.
Okay, so let's have a neutral person
I'll
speak.
speak from a neutral point.
All right.
Were there rumors of what you said? Actually, they did. there were rumors. People were saying that people were requesting.
No
for money.
rumors.
Because why? Because when you cannot ascertain
Yeah, when
something,
there's
you have
No,
to-
look, please.
I can say
Before
I'm speaking
I
from
say
my
it.
own. Sorry. I'm
They are
speaking
not
from my own
rumors.
point. You speak from
Okay.
your own point.
All right, so
from my
fine.
own point, I can't say this is one person I can pin down, so I could call it rumor
Okay.
because this is an enlightened
For me,
audience
it's
we're
not a
speaking
rumor.
to, and because of that, if there were rumors on that, yes, but here is the snag: you are giving someone money, and you are appending your signature over an indictment because whether you are giving someone money or not, the person that has taken the obligation for repayment, it's you.
It's
you. Yes.
So what you ought to do first is while you are giving this person money,
At the
you
time
have
of
to ask
repayment.
yourself, when this money comes, am I
pay
going
it.
to pay it back? Now the person you collected money didn't give you a receipt. And there is no way you can come and prove that you gave this person money. And the ball has come back to you. Because truth is it, we leave the most important aspect of it and we address things that are not very, very. You have to know that the loan you are applying for is coming to you.
Yes, and it's repayable.
And
By
because
you.
people
Yes.
have this mentality that CBN is government, it is our national cake.
Yeah.
And yet every Nigerian keeps saying Nigeria is not doing well. We run the country down. Whenever it comes our own part, each and every one of us, we contribute in pulling the country down. And when it's about criticizing the country, all of us are out to criticize the country. If we all do things the way we should do them per time, when it comes to you, you do it right. When it comes to you, you do it right. Things will be better. At that point in time, listen, you said most people got money without giving people money. I know people that got money without giving people money in CBN.
Well, I know people.
So when people
Okay,
feel,
can I-
you know,
Let me say,
okay,
let me talk.
okay, so
Let's
All right.
You see, we are talking about two different sides of a coin. We're Nigerians, we live in this country. These things do happen.
yes,
Let's not get around the bush.
Yes.
These things do happen because it's human beings who manage these funds.
Nigerian.
In fact, even in World Bank projects, even in international NGO projects, these things still happen because it's people that man these things. Because we have bad eggs who take advantage
Of
of
the
their
system.
positions and the
Yeah.
system to do certain things.
They
So
know
it does
you
happen.
feel
So
that-
let's
It does.
not-
Okay, so-
let's not. So it happens.
yeah.
So that's not the case. And the mindset of our people, since I can remember, even as a child, this loan thing has always happened in Nigeria. Loan to farmers, they will go and marry.
They use
Because
it for,
Nigerians don't pay back loans. Why? Because the system allows them to get away with it.
I agree.
There is, in fact, in my whole life, there is no time I can't remember where there had been loans that were given out that people actually got away with it. They never paid back those loans. And they are alive today, they were never prosecuted. Because in our country, there are no consequences.
Even when
And how is
It's
that
co- it's
possible?
coming back
It is
now.
usually people in the system who allow it to happen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So it does
You know,
happen.
Nobody is denying the fact.
No,
that
you see, there are two sides.
You know, I agree. But let me say this.
Okay.
First of all, like you said, international organizations and international funding bodies, when you do grants, you pay facilitation fee and all of that. That's fine. That's for grants and all of that. But I can speak for loans. You know, the thing about giving and taking is that they're both crimes.
Yeah.
You know, when you give bribe and you take bribe, you have both committed crimes. Now, but let's be honest. Are there bad eggs out there? Yes,
Yeah.
it's possible.
Thank you.
But we can't come out and openly say the CBN. It's not correct. I won't sit down and accept that.
Okay,
But I'll be
so
honest and
we're
say,
not indicting any institution. Let me quickly go back to my question. It says, good day. My question is, if I can't get loan from my family and my friends and I can't raise money without going to the bank, or how can I raise money without going to the bank? Do a job. What?
pitch your
Say-
idea. Pitch your idea to a group of friends. First and foremost, your network should be your net worth.
yes.
Pitch your idea. If you think you have a bankable idea are ideas that you think a bank should put money into, pitch it amongst your peers first. If you have people within your clique of friends that could say, oh, I trust in this, who are willing to invest 10 naira of their money on that idea, it's a bankable idea. If they're not investing it based on sentiment, if they're investing in it based on the quality and the assessment that they have done on that, and they are willing to put their money, it is a bankable one. Then begin to. Now, I have shared before in one of our episodes here. There's what they call equity sharing. You use your equity to raise money. Most times, the idea of owning it all makes a lot of ideas perish, and no one has
True.
to. When you have an idea and you come with the idea, you meet a person who has money, and you've tried it and you have seen that it's a beautiful idea.
I actually have a business like that. It's Crunchies in the East. You know, one man's idea, but another person's funding.
Residual
and
income.
they're doing
They
very,
put
very well.
funds in.
All
Yes,
right,
they're not part of the day-to-day.
can one apply a loan without collateral at the Bank of Industry or other banks? At least just your answer should be very, very short.
Yes,
Okay.
between
there's so many
between
questions.
1 naira to 9.9 million, any loan less than 10 million is without collateral.
And even at NISA Microfinance Bank, we have loans that we give without our on-balance sheet lending.
How much is it?
Now, it depends on your business.
Okay.
It depends on what you're doing. So we need to look at your books and then know how much.
I know Bank of Industry does not. They don't give you cash. They
buy assets for
they
you.
buy assets for you.
Okay.
So you finance asset. It's asset financing.
Which
If
is
one-
actually very good.
That's
No,
it.
but you see,
which is what we did with our
try to
activist
stay.
loans.
You know, that's the smart one. They try to stay safe because so many Nigerians tend to borrow money, and the money they have borrowed, that's not what they use.
For the purpose. Now,
For that
we
purpose.
have a program we call the AGSMIS. You know, so what we did with that program was 70% of that money went to asset finance. You know, so we'll buy equipment for you. We will set up the poultry for you.
fantastic.
We'll build for you.
That's
30%
better.
of that money is for working
don't
capital.
Don't be so comfortable because you can finish building. I go and sell it and still marry a new
Well,
wife.
when you sell it,
Anyway,
the money is on you.
We monitor your business.
Yes,
The money is on
yes,
you.
yes,
The money is
Okay,
on
so
you.
I have applied for COVID loan and I did not get it. That's from Gara Lapai in Niger
is
State. The
finished.
loan has
Everybody
closed, as he
gets
told
it.
us, so you cannot get it anymore. So, all those who are still asking me, I see a lot of you asking me, please, when can I get this loan? It has
That's
finished. Eh?
Nigerians.
It
Like,
has
you see,
finished.
Nigerians are known.
that's-
You see
that's
this
the
mindset
question
of loan
now.
free.
We are simply appealing to those who we have given to please pay back. Please
Yes,
pay
pay.
back. Please pay back. Please pay back.
Greetings from here. Please, I want to ask, can Bank of Industry finance an idea? If the idea is a good one and well-detailed idea, that's one.
They
A
can.
fresh bank account can be opened to monitor the transparency and accountability
They can.
purpose. Mark, the founder of Facebook, did not have capital to start a Facebook, but he did. I have a great idea that can give millions of Nigerians and international jobs. This is coming from Michael Adesia, founder of threadporters.com. Okay,
Pitch
so
it.
whatever the idea is, like you said, you should pitch it with some persons and you work hard to ensure that you take it to the next level. If you want to share it here with us, why not? We'll see what we can do. Good morning, please. My neighbor registered for me and he told me it was a grant from government that we should pay 50K to get the money, which I did today.
The neighbor is not CBN.
You should just go back to his neighbor.
This is another one.
No, you should just go back to his neighbor and collect the money back.
So these are things that have always happened.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible thing, but
just go
because
back to
of
them
lack
and
of
say, "Guy, it's
because
time to
many people
pay."
are uneducated and are ill-informed.
People take advantage of
Thank
people.
you.
Yeah.
And this happens
No,
all
the
the
same
time.
way. The
And
same
most
way.
of the time we're desperate.
Sorry, the same way people get SMS telling you that
Free money.
Please.
Yes.
The
For as long
president
as-
is sharing,
no
send the
for-
account
No
number.
419 would attack you when you don't have some element of greed.
Of greed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the truth.
People are vulnerable.
My darling, there's something I want to talk about loans again. For people who do contracts, especially for people like us, it's a terrible one.
Come to NISA.
No, it's not about coming to NISA.
No, what's
The
terrible
point-
about it?
The point now is, the organizations, are they paying you back the money?
Okay, that's a different
Because we've had
sport entirely.
so many organizations all for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and the interest. So by the time you're paid, you now realize that there's no
There's
money,
nothing
there's
inside
nothing left for
anymore.
you. And most of the time, you now find out that you are not even paying more
Than even the total
than the
contract
money
sum.
you.
Okay,
So,
okay.
All right, so
advise
this question
people not to-
now,
yes.
another person asked it.
Yes.
So I want them to answer it in, at the same time. You say, good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Okojie Nehita from Benin. May God bless you all for this topic. Please, I need advice from you guys about this loan. I gave out some money to some people with interest for 2 to 3 years now, but they have refused to pay me. Please advise me. How do I get my money back?
Can I take it? First
Take
of
it,
all,
please.
she doesn't even have the right to loan.
God bless you. I wanted to go there.
It's actually illegal.
It's
for,
illegal.
To loan.
to just give out money.
She doesn't have
Can
lender's
she say borrow,
license.
not loan?
Well,
With interest.
She doesn't have
Why is
lender's
there interest?
license.
It's loan now.
she doesn't have.
license.
But then
But we can't say it here so that the people don't.
People can come into. You can come into an agreement,
Okay.
not necessarily as a loan, and have a mutual agreement that it is out of this. I will give you this, and by the time you're done the business. I should get certain return as an investment.
Investment, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
But once you begin to do loans, we'll begin to ask, do you have the rights?
Lenders.
Okay, the loan sharks we're talking about.
Yes, do you have the?
Okay.
It becomes an illegal act to. If even the police can't help you recover that.
Okay, somebody else says, I like this, brother Chukwuma. You like this.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I like you to be my mentor.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
This
that's a
is
good
net
one.
truth. I like to follow the process to make money. So he wants you to teach him how to make money. He didn't write his name, so I don't even know how to help you. Mr. Microfinance Bank. Somebody is asking me here. He says, Mr. Microfinance Bank, where is office located in Delta State? Tony from Asaba.
Okay, so we have offices at the nine post offices in the state capitals, and everywhere else you have in the 115 locations nationwide. So in Asaba, located nine post office, you have a nicer microfinance bank there.
Google.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, like she said, if you don't know where to get it, just follow your Google.
But
Google will
nine
help you.
post is usually very visible
Yeah.
in every
Okay.
In every state.
Every state. Yes.
All right, this person says, good morning. My name is Samuel Uzoma. I am a businessman from Anambra. Please, I want to ask if a loan is still available. The answer is no.
You see,
The
when
loan
Nigerians
has
hear-
Then we
finished.
have loans.
Eh?
I keep saying and the women.
the palliatives and loans are-
No, but it's interesting
Yeah.
to inform you that we have beautiful loans. We have what we call the Amazon.
That is not
You know,
COVID loan.
That is not COVID loan. So
not
women
COVID.
can come to nicer
This man is
microfinance to
advertising.
get that.
And
Yes.
When
Ah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah,
our
yeah,
salary,
still
you have
advertising.
He's
salary.
advertising.
We'll give you bill, please.
That's
We'll
the
give you
truth.
bill. I'm going to
Honestly.
make it.
No, but
I'm
it's
coming
an-
to your CEO. Let's finish this.
It's
Yeah.
an opportunity
We'll
to
talk.
let Nigerians
No,
know
we'll talk.
they can come.
Uh,
to
uh,
us.
they can
Loans
also
loans exist.
And
So
our
yes.
rates are lower than commercial banks.
Still advertising.
It's interesting.
And I'll come back to them.
I
now.
was-
I'll
Okay,
look at
so
the bill.
I applied for loans, but they never gave me. Okay, this person says, please, where can he meet the banker to rectify? No, you cannot meet him. Oh. Go to their office. It doesn't have to be Mr.
It has to do with this, and I said, quick win thing. Nobody's willing to
Yes.
follow detail.
When
Go
they
through
hear
the
loan,
process.
what
See,
is
see this
Not
loan
the
shark thing,
person.
this fintech thing that you see people sending you messages. People, when they are desperate, they go and take a decision, sign document without going
And
through
sign
process.
away the future.
is
their
bad.
life?
So I see a lot of messages. I don't know the magic
What
I'm
is
going
schedule?
to do.
No, it's because
to-
of money.
You know, money is
Any-
involved.
Money is
So I don't
involved.
know. I don't know the kind of make this thing. I'm
You
trying
know,
to
I
save
want to
as
tell you
much as
something,
possible.
Elizabeth, the other
Yeah.
time. You see, there's a mindset that we have in this country about loan. Somehow, I'm not
When
saying
they pay
everybody,
back.
but most times I hear people talk about loans. They don't have no intention
To
of
pay
paying
back.
back.
Yes.
And that is
So
why
it's
they
cheap
rush.
money. They think
But
they're
it
looking
has
for
to do
free
with
money.
character.
It's the same thing we
Integrity,
started
integrity.
with.
It has to do
Okay,
with
so I'll just
character.
take one.
they always
just
say
one
that it's
question
free
to.
money.
Let me
And,
just take
those
one,
people
just
is
one free
government
question
money.
because I really don't have time. He says, "Hi, my name is Peter. I took a loan of 300k from a loan app, and I paid back 412k. I think K is 1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So 100
I used the money to start an online business. I was able to pay back 236,000 from that business until the business crashed. Now I am stranded. Can you advise me on what to do? Just one or two sentences. What should this person do to get back online? His name is Peter.
You see why
Change
it's,
your
it's
style.
you see that's why I said earlier you shouldn't have borrowed money to start.
Yeah.
So what should you
If
do?
you had done this now, first and foremost, you have to reach out, find a way to reach
Engage
out,
them.
yeah, engage the people, discuss with them. Then, if you have possible means of starting up somewhere else or something else that could give you money, you let them know to give you time. Then you come up with you know the
You can work out a full and final payment.
Yes,
So-
failure is not final. You understand? You can also rise
can
again.
rise again.
So it's don't see it as that you failed, but learn from the mistakes and find a way to
better.
come back and discuss with them. If they see reasons and that your points are genuine, they can as well find a way to come aboard and get you up
All
rise
right,
again.
my time is not longer mine, so I'll quickly be going. But somebody says, "Good morning. We appreciate the COVID loan. Like me, I started paying back gradually. only for some people to convince me that it was a grant from government. Now that I've heard it, you have convinced me. I will go back and continue paying. That's
People are
what
taking us money.
Please,
We have won
my
this.
name should be removed from the CRC credit.
This person has
Thank
integrity.
you.
Yes.
He doesn't want his name tarnished.
person has
And I think that's what all of us should look forward to.
Yes.
Ensure that whatever you do, you build a good name for yourself, you build a good name for your family. On one sentence, I want, because you decided to play, the Observer.
Yeah,
The
today, I
Observer.
know, honestly, today
So
was
I
just-
want your
I'm here to
final
learn.
advice to parents.
To parents.
Yes.
Honestly, I think the mindset
On how
for me,
to build the right mindset.
integrity, and I always say all the time, we should be the mirror of our children. We keep saying what to do, but we don't do what we're supposed to do. That's why most of us have this mindset of not paying back, and that's a problem. So we should talk.
All right. I will let you say your final answers or final beats next edition. For now, I'll just say bye-bye.
Thank you.